you ever come up with scenarios in your head?
All the time.
Yeah, me too.
Especially when I'm just like by myself. I just think of all these random scenarios that will probably never happen.
Yeah.
But I like to talk about them because
I
it'd be
have
fun
a
if
story
they did.
of one that kind of did actually happen.
Tell me.
Yeah.
Life is a challenge.
How do you get through it?
Laughing at the dark and dirty. We walk you through all the naughty secrets of the adult industry, and you get to be a fly on the wall with two best friends in the business of boobs.
We want to hear your dirty secrets too.
If you have stories to share, questions for us, need advice, then send us an email to twndpodcast@gmail.com or leave us a voicemail at 702-900-6446. We'll always be laughing here. It's our favorite way to cope. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, share with a friend, and leave us a rating wherever you listen to podcasts. And we thank you for coming this week. People are disturbing, aren't they?
People are people.
Oh my god. Welcome back to the Totally Wholesome Not Dirty podcast. I'm your host, Molly Stewart, with Laura Contreras and Siri Dahl.
Ooh,
I said that right.
Welcome.
Correct? Yes.
Which is the main camera I'm looking at?
So, well, this is a camera for you. If you want to do like a dramatic, like I'll dramatically address this camera. This is a wide camera that catches us all if you want to.
Beautiful.
Give a broad berth.
Gotta catch us all. Like Pokemon.
I actually was loving how you were sitting. I was like feeling like I had to sit normal. And
I have to sit with my feet up. I just can't.
That's why we have the
awkward to have them
couch.
touching the. I'm like,
Feet up. Boom.
I think I'm more comfortable because I'll sit like this. I'll like pull a leg up. Like you just have to get comfy.
It's squishy.
It is. It's a good couch. I'm into it.
We started on the casting couch when we first started this podcast, and it was like a really crappy, like we've all fucked on one, like the white collapsible futon. And you collapse it after using it too many times because it was not built for that.
Yeah.
Bit of an upgrade.
Yeah.
We've done a whole lot. And then the broken chair.
Yeah, I did break a chair.
We had 3 like pink chairs, and one episode we had, she just like pumped down like on it, like full throttle, and it just like broke.
Oh my god.
It was for an ad read. I thought it'd be cool if we like fell into the chairs, but I actually did, and I broke.
Oh my god. I need to see that. That sounds so funny.
We laughed so
It was
hard.
a thing because I had started training a lot and I had more booty and I didn't know what to do with it, clearly, because I did not know that I could just break a chair.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of booty as well. I saw
Yeah.
that you do like deadlifting and gym stuff. How long have you been into that?
Powerlifting? I started like, I guess when I got serious about it was more like 2018, but that's when I got into like powerlifting. Like I hired a powerlifting coach and
That's
like
cool.
was like really like committed to training. But I got into just like lifting in general in like 2014.
Nice.
So I
That's
feel like I've been
badass.
lifting for like 10 years.
I'm just going to say one
On a
little
regular
thing,
basis.
and I'm sorry to interrupt, but if you just bring your mic up a little bit closer to your mouth.
Oh yeah, I put a mint in my mouth and I'm kind of sucking on it. So I I was like, I don't want the microphone to get all my weird.
It's okay. We can
Mouth
just give them a little
noises.
ASMR.
Okay.
I'm sure somebody out there's into it.
It gets
I
my
guarantee,
wheezy.
Yeah.
We did a whole episode that was just us sampling food the other day.
Oh my
that
God.
was released, and so it's just a lot of like chomping.
Oh my God.
We did these pop rocks, and they went into the back of the throat, and they were just like,
Oh
like
yeah,
so
that's cool.
loud.
You
Yeah.
could hear it like come out your ears. It
Oh my
was so
God.
aggressive. I was like, these pop rocks are
That's
freaking.
wild.
Yeah, they're going hard.
Have you ever heard someone say like that they could come so much that it would like blow out your ears? But it's like that couldn't actually happen, right? Because it's not connected,
Yeah.
right?
Maybe if you like let them like, finish in your mouth, it could come out your ears.
But how? Are your ears connected to your mouth?
Throat, ears, nose, throat. I don't know. Isn't that all kind of
Trying to
correlated?
think of the science behind
What if you like?
how you could actually get to come out your ears.
I don't know that it
You'd
would
have to,
come
like-
out of your ears,
I don't
but you would
think it
definitely
could.
get an ear infection if you were
Oh.
that. If your whole face was that full of cum, like, yeah. I was just talking the other day about how I went snuba diving in a cenote in Mexico a few summers ago, and I had like the worst like ear issues for
Really?
like 3 months after I did that. And so I'm like, if that's just from water,
Yeah.
like what is cum gonna do? Like
Yeah.
that's definitely gonna f up your ears
Yeah,
for
you
like
have
at
to-
least 3
you have to-
months.
Have you ever gotten cum in your ear?
No,
Because I feel like I haven't.
I mean,
got
I'm
it
sure
in my
like
eye.
a drop
Yes.
has touched my ear, but it's never been like in it.
Yeah. I just picture there's probably someone coming to that right now. They're just like they would like want to see someone come into someone's ear.
Yeah,
if you can think of it,
Magic School Bus and like the cum's going and the little school bus is going in the ear. We're going down the ear canal, and then like this big rapid wave of cum.
Oh my god,
our field trip has changed for the day. This was not where we intended to explore.
They're all goose.
Don't you hate ads? They take away from the conversation. But you can go ad-free with us at patreon.com/TWND podcast. We create monthly photo sets, host Zoom chats for our dirtbag tiers, and even create short films. We have a wholesome pledge option if you want to show a little support, or dirtbag tier if you want to go all the way with us. We release episodes a day early for all tiers, and each episode is ad-free. So if you want to level up, go to patreon.com/TWND podcast and show your support.
oh my god.
Oh,
yes, I have had cum in my eye though.
Yeah, that burns.
Yeah,
that's like
I hate it.
Eye drops don't even fix it.
It makes your eyeball literally hurt. Like my eyeball like aches.
Yeah,
and like the blood vessels get all like.
The first time it happened, I was like, "What in the fuck?" My whole eye swelled up.
I wonder why.
Yeah, it's like an allergic reaction. Yeah. Basically, it's really weird.
Your body's like, "No, not in here."
Have we all had cum in our eye?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think everyone
What do you
has.
think? Like statistically, just.
Like how many people have had cum in their eye?
I kind of feel like maybe that's like a sex worker thing, or like
no.
No, I don't think so because I think
I'm a makeup artist and I still have had cum in my
doing
eye.
facials.
There's a lot of people getting facials. Yeah, I mean, if you're getting down on the ding dong.
When was the last time you had a facial? When was the last time you had a facial?
Not that long ago. I mean, probably like a week ago or so.
That's why your skin's so because you're out there getting facials every week.
Don't want to miss a drop.
Proteins.
Yeah, don't want to miss a drop.
I just like to eat it because it's good for the protein intake, so it's good for lifting.
Put it on my cookie.
Oh, this is so unhinged.
Love that chlorine taste.
Typically.
Yeah. There's cum tastes. There's so many wide ranges of cum taste, but you said chlorine, and I was literally like, yeah, because sometimes
it does.
It is
has
like
a bleach
sucking down a
taste
pool water or something. Like when you're swimming underwater and you like accidentally inhale a little and you come up, you're coughing, and that's coming at the burning at the back of your nose, and that's what some cum shots are like.
Yes. Yeah.
100%. That's literally dead on.
And then how sometimes it's just like
sometimes they have weird texture.
There's been some weird textures.
Tell me, do tell. I want to know the weirdest texture.
Gritty.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know how
like,
that happens.
what is this viscosity? Like, I don't understand. Like
gritty. Like where the fuck?
What like they're coming out a little bit of sand with it.
Yeah.
And you're just like, has it been
that
long?
Passing kidney stones whip it?
No, I'm like, did you do a salt
on?
burn on the beach? Did you just lay down and the sand? And you got some in your urethra? And like, is that why your cum is gritty? Like, what is going on?
You have to wonder like what the diet behind a gritty cum is like. Because
only strawberry seeds.
Only
if you guys at home,
chia seeds. It's just
no. If you guys at home know what it takes to get gritty cum, please call in. We would like to know your special recipe, whatever it is. We want to know. 702-900-6446.
Yeah.
How do you get that gritty cum?
because you're thinking about literally like chia seeds. Like if you want to get a chia seed drink and you're drinking it down, and you're like.
It's slimy.
Like you have to kind of chew it, but you also can't really chew it because it's like the size of, but it's gooey. So that's what some cum is like.
Yeah.
And that's really sad.
Yeah, it's
like,
weird. It is. It's weird.
Do you ever sometimes like I'll get like cum shots on OnlyFans, right? Like rate my cum shot. And I'm like, that's so wild to me that guys want me to rate their cum shot. And I love it. So, but sometimes I'll see a dick and I'm just watching. I'm like, and then it comes so much that I'm like, where in the did it come from? They won't even be stroking it fast. It's like a joke, like a gag, like AI created it just as a joke to be funny. Like it makes no sense. I'm like, you're barely doing anything. It's not that big of a cock. And then suddenly it's like the fucking, what's the thing at Yellowstone? Old Faithful? It's just like, it's going everywhere. It's dripping out of the pubes. I'm like, what in the That's a 9 out of 10 from me. I don't give 10 out of 10s because I don't think the people deserve it, but that's wild. Like when you're barely stroking it, and I'm like, where is it coming
I've seen those. I've seen those ones.
Damn.
Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like your diet. It's probably a combination of a bunch of things. It's probably like lifestyle plus also like how often do you jerk off? Like,
waited for a month.
How hydrated are you is a huge one. Mm-hmm. Huge.
Yeah, that is true. You have to be hydrated because dehydrated cum. Oh.
That's probably the gritty cum.
It's also part of when it tastes more like chlorine. It's like the whatever the taste is in it is like so more concentrated.
Mm-hmm. It's just like acid.
Yeah. But not like in a sour Skittles way.
Speaking of guys that want like cum shot rating, there's a dude who's a fan of mine, and he sends me cum shot videos and asks me he pays me to rate them on a regular basis. And the videos that he sends of his cum shots just keep escalating every time. And it's like, I swear to God.
Like in what way?
Like the production quality gets better.
He's like looking to become a creator.
And like he might be. I mean, I haven't asked him, but like legitimately I'm like, this you could be. Like, sure. Yeah. Like, because I swear to fucking God, I've probably done like 10 at least cum shot rating like response videos for him by now, and I swear to fucking God that the last cum shot video he sent me of himself, he filmed on like a red camera. Damn. I swear to God. Like
he's just like a photographer who really likes to cum. Like he's just like, let's amp this shit.
He has a clear fleshlight that he mounts to a tripod.
What? He has to be a creator.
He's gotta be, right? Like
that sounds very pro.
Actually, that's really crazy.
I don't have time to explore the profiles of fans who subscribe to me.
Yeah,
so,
but still,
you know, I go based on like what.
That's pretty.
What I know that we talk about, but like,
but that's so crazy.
So kudos to you, sir.
He doesn't seem to try to market himself in like a creator, so I don't know.
See,
but you're right. Maybe he's just this is his ramp up.
Yeah, it could be. He just like wants your approval before he goes out there and actually like monetizes. Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool because
I love that.
I like a little bit of care put into a dick pic, right? Because if you're gonna go through the process of sending me a dick pic, and I will say this to guys in ratings, and I don't care because it's like. Mama takes care of business. Daddy takes care of business. And it's always like really clean shaven. It looks really nice if I'm going to show it off. What in the fuck? Like sometimes I'm like, if you shave down half of the pubes you had, your dick would look 4 times bigger.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like it smells. When you look at something and you're like, that smells like something that I don't want to smell. That's a problem. Like, so the fact that you can go above and beyond, like sometimes I'll get one out of nowhere and I'm like, it's done in like, you know, like through the blinds or something. So there's all this beautiful lighting on. It's like a black and white noir. And it's just like, and I'm like, what? We need more like this. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like your dick pics looks like it smells. So,
yeah. Please. Low effort dick pics are
turn off.
So offensive, personally. Like I'm offended. Like. And that's the only when I'm like rating someone's dick and I'm like fucking 0. It's like I'm nicer to the guys who specifically want small penis humiliation.
Yeah.
Like than I am to the guys who have like a dick that I might literally rate a 10 if they put any effort.
That's what I tell them too.
Picture.
I'm like, I'm giving you a lower rating because of this, this, and this. Yeah. Potentially it could be nice, but I don't know. I can't see your dick because there's so many pubes, or it's from such a low angle that all I'm getting is ball and maybe a tip. And then it's like confusing. It's a confusing situation.
Or they just send you 5 photos of it when it's flaccid.
Yeah. What in the fuck is that? Oh,
like, you want me to rate? You're not hard. I mean, fine, but why?
0.
Why is that a thing?
Negative 5. Because, like, why are you wasting my time? No one wants to see your flaccid dick. Like, if you're... I don't know. Maybe it's like that they can't get hard or something, but I don't think it is. I think it's just pure like laziness. Like this is my dick right now, and I don't even want to put in the effort to make it hard to show it to you. And it's like, well, I guess that's why we're here, aren't we? Because seriously, like, and let me tell you, the guys that do send dick pics, you can tell which ones are out there getting laid and talking to women because they take care of the shit. Because I'm sorry, but if your pubes are like climbing up your dick like Rapunzel's tower, like looking like no one's accessed it in like 2 years.
A little dust.
I can like, but if you cared about yourself, say that makes me think that you don't care about yourself, or that there's something going on. Because if you're not even maintaining like a little bit of like self-care around the most like important part of your body to men, like I feel like that is what most guys focus on is their dick. So if you're not even taking care of that, I'm so turned off.
Yeah.
I'm just like, you know,
100%. Fuck. When the pubes grow halfway up the length of the whole shaft, I'm like, if you are ever fucking anyone, like if you're putting your penis in a hole that is a hole attached to a human body, then the person who inhabits that human body is going to be like, can you shave the hairs off the shaft of your dick?
Yeah, because they
that's
feel weird.
uncomfortable.
And it like, I'm sorry, can you turn your
hurts the
mic just
hole.
like that?
Oh, yeah. Like that?
Beep. There we go.
Ta-da!
It was just a little bit muffled, but yes, and I really liked your rant, so I wanted people to hear it because like I was like, I feel like I understand this completely.
Yeah.
Because seriously, too, if you're not doing that right, like you get friction if you're having good sex, and
it'll
it's
chafe like the tender little
chafe.
tissues.
Yeah, and it's very tender. Like, and I've had that before with it. I'm like, it's fucking raw. Like, and now it's not an enjoyable experience, and I can't do it the next day because I'm so like uncomfortable.
And lube doesn't really help with that too.
No,
if it's, like,
it just
literally
makes,
scratchy.
It sometimes just helps.
It's like it probably chafes them too. You know what I mean? Like right in
think
that
it would.
area.
I mean,
like,
yeah.
do yourself a favor, guys. Shave it off. You know, moisturize, hydrate, keep that shit tip top. You know, keep it tip top. I don't think that's not asking too much.
I don't think so at all.
I mean, we're doing
Not
it.
at
I think
all.
it's kind of asking the bare minimum, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Because I always tell him too. I'm just like, it's not like
At
you.
least.
Because I told this one guy, right? I was like, it's just so many. But it's not that you have to have no pubes. It's just like you can maintain the area. And I feel like, no, I don't feel more confident than right after I've like shaved my vagina and butthole. I feel so confident because I know. I mean, everybody else knows too because I take photos of it, but you know what I mean? But I want them to know, and it feels good, you know? So it's like, fucking take care of yourself.
Yeah, it is the best feeling.
It's that
it's just so smooth.
Yeah. I just like, I'm down there touching it like
feel
Al Bundy
everything
on the
so
couch.
much more. Like,
It's so sensitive.
the underwear just like sits better on you.
Yeah.
Although you don't wear underwear, so
Not
do you
usually.
wear underwear?
okay, let's that's I was about to ask you because
Yeah.
I'm very curious about where
Yes.
everyone stands on this topic. So I would say that the vast majority of the time I do not wear underwear, but there are specific scenarios where I will wear underwear, and it's like then I only wear it because for some reason mentally I'm like, this is a requirement.
Yeah.
So
What are your
yeah.
requirements for having to wear underwear? Like, what is like, this is an underwear situation.
If I'm going out somewhere very public and I'm wearing a skirt,
Yep.
That's
that's number one. Honestly, that's the most important one. If I'm wearing jeans, anything that's like a denim fabric that goes up
the
against my
zipper and
cooch.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have
yeah.
to.
I do have.
Unless
I let my
they're dad
patch up
pants.
here get pretty long. It gets pretty bushy at up the top. I have
you don't want that
laser
to get
everywhere
caught.
else, so like I just have this nice little like top bush thing. And yeah, they actually have gotten caught in a zipper before.
Ah,
And then I was like, oh, I should fucking trim it. All right.
Yeah.
Like, but I
see,
just,
she
my fans really
recognizes.
like it looking like longer too. And I do too. So
Yeah.
I like to keep it that way.
No, I used to keep like some pubes and stuff, but then I got them a few times in lace underwear, like caught, and then they kind of rip because it's like, you know, and then you
Yeah.
can get like an ingrown and stuff, and I'm like, now I just
Yeah.
take it all off because I'm just like, I don't want to go through that again.
Yeah.
But I got lasered too, but it's weird because it was so long ago and I haven't like redone it because it's like
Oh, yeah.
permanent, but it's never really permanent.
Yeah.
And now I just get like, they grow in like random like little areas. I'm like, oh, there's 3. And then
Can
there's,
you
like,
grow
4
them
over there.
out, please? I want to see
They
that.
also, well, they get
It
so
looks-
much lighter and thinner that you can see them. Because
Yeah.
I kind of have a little bit of weird regrowth areas from laser,
Yeah.
or areas that just never took the laser
Yeah.
well, and because they're
'Cause the
just
light
too
ones
fine. It's
don't.
like almost peach fuzz.
And it's always the ones that are like
Yeah.
right on the labia where it's like, if I want to take a photo of my vagina in the sun,
Yeah.
I don't want like to show the little like caterpillar hairs. You know what I mean? Like, no one wants to see that. So then I'm in there like spreading very carefully and like taking the lines. Like your leg is up, like you're doing like
What's your
twister.
What's your
to get-
position? How do you sit when you shave your vagina?
Oh, I don't sit. No.
Oh, you stand?
I stand. And then it's like this thing where I'll put my foot up against the wall like this.
Okay.
This is censored. And then, because then it straightens out everything down below.
Yes.
And
so
then
that's
it's,
okay.
So for the butthole, I like stand in front of a mirror,
Yeah.
bend over, spread very carefully, and then back to the sink and rinse.
Yeah.
You just have to be careful with it.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't before, and you nick it,
Yep.
and you're fucked for like a week. Like, because it just like is
hurts.
so sensitive.
And
It
even
sucks.
wiping, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
burns.
I sit down when I shave my vagina.
Really?
Yeah. I sit like usually on the ground, like I put a towel on the floor and I sit like this in front of a floor mirror that I have, and I'm just like,
That's actually really smart. Because that's a
I
good
look
way
like
to
a
get
weird
the
fucking
labia.
demon doing a spell. Like,
I might actually have to
And
try
then-
Wait,
that.
you don't when,
When I
you shave,
shave my
you don't
butt-
do
what?
like any demon spells when you're shaving?
I do.
I
I
mean,
do
I
all the
do
time.
recite chants in Latin, but like,
But like, that's not demonic.
this is the butt in front of a mirror.
Yes.
Yes,
All
that.
the way, yep.
Yes. That's how you have to do it in front of the mirror, because you have to see.
Otherwise, you're going to miss everything.
And sometimes you'll be looking and you're like, I don't really
And
see
you have
anything.
to let the butthole like stretch out horizontally, because it's
Yeah.
like otherwise you're gonna get getting your butthole skin caught in the razor is the worst goddamn thing in the world.
I don't even know.
Preach.
It's crazy. And I have to be careful
Absolutely,
too.
yeah.
Because I have a mole like on the top of my butthole and then on the bottom of my butthole. So it's like, here it is.
Oh my god.
And you have to be careful with that too, because you
Yeah,
want to
you
nick
don't
a
wanna
mole.
cut- oh god.
Ah,
Can
yeah.
you
then
imagine I
blood?
just shave off a mole?
Oh my god, no.
I did
would be
that on
so
my
painful.
arm once, like, but then it grew back bigger.
Yeah.
So they're resilient.
it's
They'll
like,
come
you
back.
can't get rid of me. Watch this.
I'm gonna turn into.
So I have this thing that I've self-diagnosed as saying, I call it decoy butthole, which is like where the way that my asshole tissue like is shaped or something. It looks only at certain angles in the right lighting, it looks like I have two buttholes, like at a glance. But because it just there's like an extra kind of like wrinkle in the skin and I don't know how to describe it. But it's like.
But that's so
When
cute.
it's hard when I'm shaving my butthole. It's kind of like you were saying with the
Yeah.
moles. I'm just like, okay,
that would get in the way. You're like,
be very careful on this little area, like because it's going to get caught.
oh fuck, that's wild. Fucking genitals are so crazy. Genitals are wild.
Welcome to the genital show.
That's what I say every time I start
It's
a
our
live
new
stream.
segment.
The genital show, where we show you how to shave your genitals.
Step by step.
Oh my
man.
god, it's so good.
So I love the videos you post where you're like in your like you're trying on outfits and
Yeah.
you're freaking doing your strut. Like tell me
Yes.
about this. Like you're a fashionista, you have great style. I'm
Thank
always
you.
like, what is she gonna wear next? Like I love those. Do you still do those? Like when I see them on Instagram, I'm like, yeah, get it, girl.
Yeah, I took a break for a little bit just
Yeah.
because. Well, I had a week where I was getting my house painted, and like so I couldn't. I like that spot in my bedroom is the only good spot to do it because it's like
Yeah, you got your
I have
mirror.
I have the right amount of space. I got the mirror. Like it just works. My house is a weird shape also, so like, but yeah, so I don't remember how I started it. I think it
love
was just
them.
like I saw something one day and I was like, oh my god, that looks like fun. And then I just fucking did it. And then that stupid song made it go viral. And so I just was like, all right, I found a super reliable thing I can post on Reels on Instagram.
That's
that like,
so good when you find that, because it's
Yeah.
hard to come up with
Yeah.
stuff all the time.
yeah.
Do you deal with a lot of like shadow ban stuff?
Oh my god, yeah.
on
Well,
Instagram?
that's the other reason that I haven't posted a lot of those is because
Were
the
you getting a
account
lot
where that got all the traction was deleted. I even paid a recovery guy to try to get it back, and like he couldn't get it back. Yeah. Yeah,
I
it's
feel like
insane.
all of that stuff is a scam.
I did
like,
get refunded
anytime-
for that though. So.
That's
Oh,
good.
good.
But like, because
yeah.
oftentimes you won't. Like, I've
Yeah.
heard so many things about that. Like, and I've had that happen with accounts too. And it's just
Yeah.
like everyone's a fucking scam artist.
It's
Dude,
all a
social
money
media
making
is a
thing.
scam artist.
Yeah, it's all a money making scheme, and they just like they target the people that have the following. Because like when you're a regular Joe Schmo, they're not gonna care. You could have your nipples out; it's fine. But then you post like one thing, and it's a caption, and you can't even have the caption. It's like, what the fuck?
And I didn't post anything. Like it was so insane. I was gaining followers so fast. I was like, at the rate that I was gaining, I was about to hit 1 million in like by the end of that month, and it got deleted like the 2nd of November or something.
Like, what the actual?
Yeah.
What gives?
So because I hadn't had any content warnings on my account, my account everything was fully monetized. My account was like completely like performing, not shadow banned at all. You know, and it had been that way since I started it, because I that was already my 4th one. So I was like, oh my God, okay, I'm going to be so clean and so careful with everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, it didn't make a difference. And so my only guess about that is because it's like hate reporting.
That's what I'm thinking too.
You know,
that's what I'm really thinking overall.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
it's
stupid.
hate reporting. I mean, I was in that Netflix like Pornhub documentary, and that has caused a lot of that. Like people who watch that and then they're like, oh, fuck these girls, and then they go like report everyone who was in the documentary.
Laura,
Yes.
my lips are so dry.
What happened?
I don't know, but I think if you kiss me, it will help.
No.
Well, in lieu of that, I guess I might go to liquidiv.com and use code TWND to save 15% and get free shipping on everything that I purchase. And luckily, I did, because joining us today, we have sugar-free white grape from Liquid IV. If you've never tried Liquid IV before, Laura, do you want to tell them a little bit about what they can find inside one stick of Liquid IV?
Well, one stick of Liquid IV contains all the vitamins and nutrients that you need to really be hydrated, and it has all the B's.
Vitamin B3, B5, B6, B12, and vitamin C, which are very, very good for your hydration station, which is your body.
Yes.
So if you think that you might be dehydrated, you probably are. If you're seeing this right now or hearing this, you are probably dehydrated, because a lot of people are. And I like to start my morning, every morning, with one stick of Liquid IV, dissolved in 16 to 18 ounces of water. I just put it in my little tumbler, take it out on my day, and I have it before I even start coffee in the morning.
It's the best. And then this is the sugar-free one. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're so good. They're all so good.
My personal favorite is white peach. I'm just currently out of white peach because I drink it all. But we love Liquid IV, and if you guys want to give it a try, these are perfect for a stocking stuffer, I would think, for the ho-ho holidays, or any time of year, really. I guess you could really have a stocking any time of year, but right now it's Christmas, so consider it in your gift purchases. You can go to liquidiv.com. Use code TWND to save 15% and get free shipping on everything that you purchase. Help the pod, help your hydration, or the hydration of your loved ones. Do you not care about the hydration of the people that you love?
Yes.
Do you want them to walk around all winter with chapped lips?
No.
Depression? Sadness? Those things can come from being dehydrated and just all walks of life, but something that will put a smile on their face is a pack of Liquid IV. So go to liquidiv.com, use code TWND, save 15% on everything that you purchase, and get free shipping. Thank you, Liquid IV, and back to the freaking show.
Ooh. Get a life, people.
Yeah, it's like literally,
Get a life.
I've said this so many times, it's like the trolls and stuff or things like that, where it's like, it's not relevant to you. Think if you took some of that time and put it back into yourself, what a happier, more well-rounded like person you would be. And like, if you're just focusing on things that actually affected you, like,
Or like
it's
how many
wild.
times you guys have fans that like are constantly on your comments going, I've been talking to someone that says they're you. If you could have a penny for every time
I would be a
someone says
millionaire
that-
off of pennies.
off of pennies.
Yeah.
Like-
and it's always starts out where like if they were paying any ounce of attention, it's like, dude, this is a fake account. But it always is because the
But it's also-
girl like the fake account of me is messaging them first, which I'm just like, think for like 5 seconds,
often
mister,
does that
about
happen?
how like inefficient that would be. Why would I personally
Make an account.
make an account and then
pretend to be like, and so be like, I don't want people to know that this is my backup account or this is like my real personal account.
Yeah.
It's like, why would you need one?
Yeah.
You have a backup account that is linked like in your actual account. You have the actual account that has like hundreds of thousands plus of followers, and you're like, you really think you follow this account, you see me post my life, and you think that my mom is dying in the hospital and I need $300 and a bus ticket to come meet you, and then I don't meet you, but I take the $300. You really think You don't think that is the problem. You got hard. You wanted to get laid. It's not our fucking problem that you can't read a room.
Old Faithful. Old Faithful.
Like, just come before you think about it. Like, before you are ever approached by a porn star or this girl off of Instagram who starts asking you for money, go jerk off. Think about how great it would be to fuck them. Then have post-nut clarity and realize that's not a real person. What the fuck?
This is my favorite rant. This is amazing. I agree 1,000%.
It's so annoying.
Yeah.
I'm just like...
Yeah.
It's just like the mental awareness. It's like, so last year I did one of those like at-home autism tests. I got such a high score. And I have a hard time reading a room, but I have practiced reading a room. And these people who are apparently so normal can't read shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe you should fucking practice reading a room or a situation and having a little alarm bell go off that says, maybe just don't think with your penis. Like for 2 seconds.
Literally.
You would save yourself so much time and effort. And if you had spent only $50 on my OnlyFans instead of sending $300 to someone who's not going to fuck you because they're not real, you could have gotten a video of me finger blasting myself or 3 other girls on my fucking page. Or I could have told you your dick was small or big or whatever the fuck you wanted to hear. But instead, you got nothing but host. Anyway, sorry, that makes me so mad.
Yeah, no, I know.
I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry.
I had a fan that like joined. It was like I didn't know anything about them because I had never heard or interacted with them on any of my official platforms before. And I don't even know if this is true or if this is just someone being a dipshit and trying to fuck with me. But someone like who claimed to be a fan like joined my Discord, which is like, that's not, my Discord is like the least populated, like least followed element of any of my social media channels. It's like really like the guys who used to watch me on Twitch when I was streaming regularly on Twitch. That's like, they're all in the Discord. So it's a much smaller community than like my Twitter or Instagram or anything. But usually, you know how you you see the same usernames across different platforms. You're like, oh, I know him. So I did not recognize this guy at all, but he joined and was like, started posting that he got scammed by someone named like Amber, I guess, claiming to be me. But it was wild because of how much money he was saying he got scammed out of. It was like at least $10,000.
Whoa.
And I was just like, how could I even believe that claim when like I never interacted with you before? Like my job is literally being on social media. I've never seen your name before. Like your screen name, your like first name that you're calling yourself by, like none of this is familiar to me.
Yeah.
So like, how the fuck are you gonna get? How are you gonna get scammed by someone who's using all my images and my content to pretend to be me and not actually realize? Like that's insane. I watermark everything. Like
and
it's
at this
crazy.
point, do you not know how to fucking reverse image search?
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Like, and to this level, and I think some people maybe just say it or whatever, but anytime that someone says it to me, I'm kind of like, it's like they expect me to do something for them because this happened to them. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, I can't even barely keep a social media account open. I can only do so much about DMCAs. I've been posting photos and videos on the internet for over 11 years. I can't just take myself away because you can't do a reverse image search and figure out who the fuck I am and come to where I say that I talk to my people and like where I'm like, I will not message you on social media. And I tell everybody that blatantly all the time. I'm like, if you want to talk to me, this is where. Because like, so at that point, it's on you. Like, I'm not going to give you like some freebie because you couldn't do your due diligence. Like, this isn't a fucking soup kitchen. It's my fucking job. Like, it's not my problem. Learn a fucking life lesson because I'm so sick of people like not being able to take personal responsibility for something because it's like, yes, someone used this stuff, but that was not outside of my control. It was not in my knowledge. It's not like I told someone, hey, you know, it'd be cool. Use these photos of me, pretend to be someone on a dating profile, and get money. No, people are just fucking scam artists.
Also, like, I know that it probably feels like really shitty to be a fan and to get scammed like that.
And I understand that, but you can't put that on us.
And it's also like what I think, and this is kind of what I feel like when everything you were saying, that the feeling I have underlying all of that is like, they're not the only victim in that. Like,
Yeah.
like I'm also a victim of that because they are using my content that I use my own money to produce to be predatory toward both me and other people. Like, it's a different kind of thing that I'm a victim of. It's just piracy. Like, plain and simple, but that's still fucking with me and like my business at the end of the day. So it's not like I want this shit to be happening.
No,
Good God,
we don't want it to be happening.
but it's just like fans. There's just so little understanding about how much the issue of like the fake accounts and the scammers is out of control.
It is.
Platforms like Instagram don't do anything to stop it.
They don't, and I say that all the time because they're like, "Well, you should really report these accounts." It's like, you don't think I do?
I do all the
And
time,
then they
and
get
it'll be like, "We
declined.
reviewed and this is fine." And
Yeah.
I'm like,
how is it fine? Or it's like, I'll show. I've included proof before of people saying like of screenshots with messages to this person, like, look at this person actively scamming, and they're like, nope, doesn't matter. We're not going to take it down. We're not going to remove it. Like,
Everything
don't give a
seems
shit.
good here.
1 out of every 50 accounts I report gets taken down.
Yeah.
1 out of 50.
Yeah,
maybe.
And there's probably hundreds.
There's
like when
hundreds.
I search just my name, like Siri Dahl, just the amount of shit that pops up, it's so fucking bad.
Yeah, it's wild, and it's just like a
current
clone of
backup
your
account
account.
is not shadow banned, so my real one is in there and fairly easy to find, but still, like,
Yeah. But it's and it's ridiculous, and they say it doesn't do anything, and then we're getting shadow banned for posting a photo in a bikini.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know
for
what I mean?
posting like literally the tamest shit compared to mainstream celebrities. And
What's some of the wildest shit that you've seen posted on Instagram recently? Because I feel like Instagram is becoming like a Pornhub stream. Like,
there's this
it's
girl
wild.
that so I became aware of her profile because she bought promo from me on like one of the promo like sales sites. This was like years back in like probably 2020 or something. And her whole brand is that she's like a fitness model. So she doesn't have she never has any links to anything in her profile. And I think her bio said something like, I'm just into fitness. Like, this is my hobby. But all she posts, it's like she has an amazing body. Like, so that's why I like followed her back. I was like, this, like, oh my God, like, she's muscle mommy. Like, I love it. But the photos she posts are crazy. I'm like, how is she able to post these? And she's not like, she doesn't appear to be shadow banned. Like, she has a good amount of followers. Like, oh my God, like,
Yeah.
it's not like millions or anything like totally insane, but like it's very strong for someone who's only posting one type of content and not really doing like a lot of reels. It's just like just photo feed, you know, but it's the angles and stuff. Like she's getting some like a lot of them are like just, they're like straight up crotch shots. Like, that's the tone of it. And wearing like a micro bikini.
And it's like riding up where you can see labia. Like, I saw labia.
Yeah.
Like, I stopped scrolling. I was like, what?
What?
Yeah. And I don't know, like it's very interesting to see
Or
those
nipples,
things.
like through like a
yeah.
fishnet shear or something.
I
and
mean,
then
when
like, it's like, what are the fucking rules? Like, I don't understand. We saw this one video of this girl who was suspended in bondage with like her full ass bush out. Her feet were inside of 2 girls who were tied up like eggs, like bondage style. Her feet were inside of their pussy shoes, wearing them like shoes. Their full bushes were out.
And they were literally
On
putting on
Instagram.
Yeah, like the girls, like they were shoes.
What? Yeah. Did it have a lot of views?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
oh my
what?
God.
I was like, what the fuck? Firstly, impressive. Secondly, what the fuck?
That's insane.
First of all, well done.
Yeah, salute talent. That's
it's
amazing
like-
talent all around. A plus. I mean, my first thing is like, I want to see this video.
Dear diary.
Jesus.
Today I
wonder.
saw
Hang on.
human shoes.
I wonder if it's still up. I wonder if I can find it.
God,
because I will
please.
share it with you if I can find it.
Yeah.
Please tell me you saved it.
I want to see the pussy slippers. Show me the pussy slippers, Molly.
Oh, damn. Okay, it was finally removed. But let me tell you, it was like for a
dang.
while. Because I was looking at that for months. I was like, what?
That's
in the fuck?
insane.
for months.
But like, yeah, just that kind of stuff. I'm like, but I feel like, and then sometimes I'll post something where it's like, something I feel like is so tame. It's just like a pull-up video, and it's like in a bikini or something, and it's like within 5 minutes, like flagged. I'm like, do you get this thing where you notice when you're shadow banned because you'll instantly lose like 1,000 to 3,000 followers out of 1,000 followers out of nowhere? Like, it will happen all the time. I'll be like, oh, cool, I'm getting some growth. And then I'll look, and it will be like, dropped off 2,000.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay, I'm shadow banned. I go check, shadow ban. But I'm like, how does getting not shown to other followers suddenly remove followers? It doesn't make any sense.
That's
right.
Yeah, I mean, unless I guess it would be if that like it would have to be a certain number higher than your regular like drop off rate.
No.
And what's crazy now is if like you go
and you're just not gaining as many to replace them, so it looks like you're losing.
But that's the thing.
more.
As soon as the shadow ban's gone, I'll recoup like that amount and then like a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then next shadow ban, it's like it's so weird. Like I don't understand the game of social media. I'm too old to understand.
Or like if you go into your followers and it says like the amount of like which ones are actually like spam.
Mm-hmm. They have that?
Yeah.
Oh,
like
what?
I swear mine did. What? Like if you go into your followers, it'll say like
that they're bots.
Which friends, or like they're spam and like would you want to remove them?
That's crazy.
Potential spam. So like I have like 206 there.
What? I have never seen that before.
There's creators.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it just says remove all.
Hang on.
For spam.
Wow. Oh my God, I've never noticed that.
Guys.
Whoa. That's so crazy.
So maybe that is what is fluctuating because you probably have thousands.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
There's so much in spam.
Oh my God. I'm never gonna. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I don't want to say.
Why? Is it 100,000?
No. God, no.
I have no idea how much mine is.
It should say on the top.
It's a lot. Oh God. This is mine.
Oh my God. Yeah, mine says...
It says 200 is the number of them.
Protect yourself. See, it says protect yourself.
No.
What does it say?
Oh my God, I'm going to break the microphone.
So,
Sorry.
imagine that number.
Yeah.
It could be the reason why it's fluctuating so much because they might be
if they're
getting
catching
removed.
and putting them in there. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's just the only weird thing with that is like I totally understand spam and I'll probably just remove all those because fuck it, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
But the weird thing is like why when the shadow ban comes did they just do that? Is it bad to have spam accounts on your account? Could that be part of the reason you get flagged? Because you know when sometimes you post something and you get all those little like bot things like follow here or nudes in bio or something like that out of nowhere. Could that be stuff that like flags you? Because I heard that it can be things that are in your comments and not just the stuff that you post.
That
so
makes
if
sense.
people are posting like explicitly raunchy shit,
does it make
comments,
a difference if you're reliably reporting those comments and removing them, or is it just the fact that they existed there in the first place that Instagram's going to ding you for?
Who knows? We're trying to figure out a
read all
system
my
that
comments
hates us.
and report spam ones just to keep, because I just fucking it annoys me.
Yeah,
like,
it's very annoying.
Yeah, whether it's like actual like bot spam or like someone running a like OnlyFans girls account, like going in and specifically targeting, like
I'll sometimes
that's also annoying. That's like bad form. Like stop it.
Yeah, it's rude. Have you do you do live streams on OnlyFans?
I do, not super often, but I try to do like at least like one a month.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. I every time that I do a stream, there's like some model that comes in and like, come check out my. I'm like, goodbye.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like, why are we here? This is you're not gonna pull from like the 55 people who are watching me right now.
Yeah.
Like, they don't.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
pretty idiotic.
They'll sign up to your account during like the free sign up periods, and then they just like blast comments like all over your feed, and it's just like it's like this support, but it's like toxic positivity. It's just like, oh my God, you're so hot, I want to lick you. I'm like, no, you don't. You don't even know who I am. I don't know who you are. You're just trying to get people to think that you're very sexual so that they come over to your page. And like, that's cool. Okay. But
it's like some OnlyFans guerrilla marketing. Like,
sounds sus.
there's always that kind of shit. That even when I did camming all the time, that was always a thing. Like you'd have like the other models come in, like, come check me out, or be like, you know, like some of them are actually like your friends, so they're very like genuine and just like, hey guys, like, and hey, it's good to see you. And then the ones that are just like, you know, just DMing every single person who tips you, so that they're like, well, if you come to me, and I'm like, if you could just stream and have a personality and entertain a room,
And didn't have
you
to
could just
steal-
do this on your own.
and not steal other people's fans. Like,
Yeah.
right in front of them.
But you can't like steal a fan though. That's the funny thing is like because
Because
also
while they're watching you, yeah, I guess
I think some of
that's
the-
what I mean. Not like overall.
yeah, but
Like while they're watching you,
yeah, but I don't.
it's like no, go away.
Does anyone think that a guy who subscribes to OnlyFans girls is like
only
he
subscribe to
finds
one?
one?
Yeah.
He's like got her.
Only one, and that's the one.
And then he's
for
like,
me.
no others.
No others.
I can have one per month. So I'll have to cancel you, and then I'll try Molly's next month. But that's it.
Now, if you guys do a video
Like-
together, maybe I'll subscribe to you both at once because I don't want to play favorites. So
Yeah.
gotta give you both the same amount of attention, buy the video from you at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like it's not
I
like that.
subscribe.
Yeah.
Like I pay. I subscribe to some of my friends or just like people that I haven't met who do porn that I do think are hot. Like I will pay to subscribe.
Yeah.
Or like if we like actually know each other pretty well, then
Yeah.
we just send each other the free trial links for like a year and we can like hang out on
Yeah.
OnlyFans
But it's also just
But-
like the same thing
But
with
I
guys.
subscribe because that's how I watch porn. Like,
Yeah,
when
but
I
that's
want to
how-
find something spicy, I'm like, let me go see which my OnlyFans people I like are doing. Hee hee.
But there's also the thing with fans where it's like the girls who think that or run things that way. It's like you understand that they're guys, and now not all women have this, but even if you're like say that you're very devoted to your partner or whatever, if you see an attractive man, you're like that is an attractive man or woman or whatever that you're into. You know what I mean? But men are so much even more like variety is the spice of life. It's like, why do you think they're jerking off to porn in the first place? Because they want something different, somewhere to focus the sexual attention because they're like desire to fuck is like a ping pong machine. Like it's just like maybe that. Like they need variety. Like you're not going to be the end all be all for everyone. Like even if you're in a committed relationship, he's still going to jerk off to someone else, and who gives a fuck?
Yep.
The image that I have in my mind of is like just a guy with like 13 to
Monitors.
20 different tabs open, all with like different little porn gifs looping.
Yes.
It's just like a screen with like 17 different close-up buttholes on it.
There's
Like,
tissues everywhere.
Yeah.
The lotion
Yeah.
is gone.
Yeah.
He's just
yeah.
he's depleted.
The bank
Yeah.
account's dry.
Yeah.
It's like God. You know, it's like
It's just a gooner. Like that's what that is. But still, I don't know why. I love that image.
It's so good.
you can almost make a show out of that.
I can relate. Like I haven't personally done that. I haven't personally ever gooned to like 15 different porn videos at once, but I do have pretty severe ADHD, so I can relate. Like I can understand the desire to want to achieve the highest level of like functionality.
Yeah.
And you're jerking off.
It's true. It's like, especially if you have like different thoughts running around, you can have a different video playing for each one of those thoughts. I understand that.
Yeah.
Because then it's kind of, you make one movie in your mind and then you blow your load everywhere.
It's like
Yeah.
multitasking porn.
It's like sensory overload, but on purpose.
Yeah.
In a way that you like are looking forward to.
like
Instead of dreading.
like erotic asphyxiation. It's just like seeking the better high. Like
Yeah.
it's just like, I need it all at once.
Yeah. When I
His eyes cross,
discovered
he's
like I was not like I did not smoke weed for a really like basically for like 10 to 15 years. So I had never I was very like to me like probably older than most people when I realized what it is like to masturbate when you're high.
It's so good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like that was a mind-blowing thing
level.
for me. That's
level.
my
Have you
like
done that
because
yet?
you said
Yeah.
autoerotic.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's
What with your toy?
Heck yeah.
I was just curious.
All the above, baby.
Fuck yeah.
All the above.
I just like to probe Laura about her sex life.
yes. Tell us more.
It's very, very good. It's very good.
Well, we know that you got cum on your face last week, so
Yeah.
so it is.
It's up there, girls.
keeps you young.
Yeah. You know, I'm really 60. It's just all the cum I get.
I'm getting jealous. Because now I'm like, when was the last time I had cum on my face? I love cream pies more than anything.
Yes.
So like, and I got my tubes tied in the fall.
Nice.
So I'm like,
How was
so I
that?
can't get pregnant.
How was that?
Fun. I mean, it's general anesthesia, so I don't remember anything.
Perfect.
My gynecologist gave me the photos that she took of my uterus, the inside of my body.
That's awesome.
She gave them to me.
That's cool.
Like when I went in for my like 1 week checkup, she was like, "Oh yeah, did you want these?" Like, and I opened it. I was like, "Oh,
That's so cool. That's awesome.
She was like, "Yeah, there's your uterus. There's your thing. She's like labeling all the little like
That's
organs
crazy.
inside so I could see what was what.
What was the recovery like?
She
on
told
that?
me that she felt bad a little bit when she was doing the surgery because she was like, because your uterus is just so beautiful. Like, I was like,
like,
you are
"Aw."
so gay. Oh my God.
I have the most beautiful uterus.
It's tip top.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. So that was very cute. Sorry. What were you? You asked me something else.
Sorry. The recovery, like, what was the recovery like? Was it fucked or?
Oh, it's painful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the weirdest thing that's, I guess it's not even specific. So I will say, like, my actual, like, organs were fine. Like, I didn't have, they tell you might have, like, cramping and stuff. I didn't really ever have any of that. But just because it was a laparoscopic surgery, which is where they, like, cut a very small incision and then they, like, inflate your belly with gas so that they can see what they're doing on the inside with the little camera. And when they like, you know, massage as much of the gas as they can out of you before they sew you back up. But they said, like, there's always going to be some that gets trapped up in your abdomen, like between your organs. And that there's no solution to that other than to just wait for it to naturally like dissipate or be reabsorbed into your body. So they said that they were like, be prepared to have like insane like pain in your like chest. Like usually you feel it in the armpits because it starts to put pressure on your nerve endings. So that was really weird. So my recovery, I had to lay horizontal on a heating pad for like 4 days.
Oh my God.
Because I literally couldn't like, it's hard to explain the sensation. It felt like my shoulders were like swollen and like gonna like pop like balloons and like all this tension and pain like up here. Yeah.
Crazy.
And if I laid on a heating pad, then I felt like okay, like
yeah.
you know.
Oh my God.
So that sucked. It sucked so bad. But like it's kind of funny that that's the only pain that I experienced.
Yeah.
Like
That's,
you know, they gave me painkillers, so of course like anything I needed down here, I didn't even end up really taking them.
yeah.
But yeah, I was honestly expecting at some point, I was like, you know, as soon as I'm approved to have sex again, which was like, I think it was like 4 weeks or something until I could actually have sex again.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so paranoid. I was so scared. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have some crazy, like something's going to hurt really bad. Because my partner has a very large penis. so like I was like he's gonna pound
Let's hear it
my
for the penis.
I was like, oh no, my organ's still gonna be like bruised inside from the surgery and he's gonna like pound my cervix and it's gonna like annoy everything around it or something. Like I don't know. I was like, I didn't even know if that's actually possible anatomically, but like I was anxious about it and then it was fine. Like it was great. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Never had any, like, weird pain or anything
Yay.
in my actual, like, vagina or my uterus or
Well, that's
anything.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. That the whole shoulder thing with the gas is not what you would expect to come
So
from.
weird. Like, so weird.
You would expect, like period-style cramps or something, not
but
like...
to go all the way to travel up to the body, like the top.
That,
it's
like, makes me
wow.
almost panic just thinking about it. Like, ooh, like...
And then it was fun because it was just, like, there was one day I woke up and it was, like, gone. Like, okay. Like,
You're like, finally.
just when it finally was gone. Like...
That's crazy.
It's one of those things that, like, you know, when you feel really sick and it's intense or you just feel, like, really, like physical pain from an injury. And it's, like, you forget what it ever felt like to not feel that shitty before. Like, you literally cannot remember. I'm like, what is it like to be normal?
Yeah.
Like,
no, I get that all the time.
And then you're like,
what is normal? What does it mean? What's life?
And then like, but it's funny because when it does, it feels like being sick too. When you have that, it's like, especially for like a 24-hour flu or something like that, or like the 48 where you get those 2 days, and then one morning you're just like, you were never sick. And you're like, what in the? How can I have felt so shit yesterday? And today is just like magical.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
It's just interesting how the way the human body, I'm getting so nerdy, you know, like philosophical.
No,
but like,
I love it.
It's very interesting the way that the human body's healing process is not linear, like at all. Like I had a really bad knee injury that happened like last April. I mean, it wasn't really bad. I'm probably over exaggerating, but like I've never had a knee injury before. So to me, I was like, this is changing everything about my life. Like I couldn't lift for a while. I just had to be really careful. Like I just basically slid on a hiking trip and like took my whole body weight on my bent knee like this on the ground. And my knee wasn't like broken or anything. There wasn't like anything fragmented. It was just the cartilage got really, really bruised.
Yeah.
And like it's like it got bruised so bad that some of the cartilage was just gonna die, and then I had to like give it time to rebuild new cartilage in my knee.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Which is a very slow process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's a really, really, really slow process, and
yeah.
I
Cartilage
just got so
dies?
and now I'm finally.
Wait, hold up. Cartilage dies?
I don't know if I'm describing it the right way.
Like,
I'm saying what my orthopedist like told me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is
That's
it
wild.
orthopedist? I don't know. It's like the
Orthopenis. Yes, that's the right one.
I always get all the like the more specialty doctor names confused.
Yeah, because isn't a
Like-
podiatrist like a foot doctor?
Yeah.
It's like, what a weird
But
fucking
then a
word,
pe-
podiatrist.
And then you have pediatric, which I mean we know that one's kids, but like they
pediatric
sound
just
kinda similar.
sounds bad though.
I wonder if
Yeah.
I killed my cartilage in Hawaii when I went to do a carpet
Maybe.
slide on my knees, but the carpet was really grippy and it
You just
just
stuck
grabbed me instead of letting me slide.
Ow.
So all my weight went on this knee.
Yeah.
And I bet you the cartilage died. R.I.P.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean if it's just like really bruised, you know.
It was fine.
Yeah,
it was
it
just
is,
funny
yeah.
because it was the first day we were in like Hawaii, and I was like, I would do some shit like that. And we
you were
were
just
like,
excited.
we were doing a live stream or a live chat, you know, like for the pod, and like we just like literally like, and I just jumped into the camera frame, but like on my knee, and I was like, hey, oh, but damn, so your poor knee. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's now I was just saying that like, you know, it's finally getting better.
yeah.
You know, but it seemed like it was never going to heal for like the longest time. You know,
You're like,
and
what
part of it
is
was that
normal?
I wasn't necessarily doing the right things for it. I mean, a huge, probably the biggest part of it healing is just like finally fucking accepting like, okay, I have to not fucking do exercises that make me bend my knee, which is so hard.
Because
Like,
most exercises you bend your knee.
yeah, I mean, I'm a
If not all.
power lifter. Like, how the fuck am I going to squat? Like that, and I hate cardio. The only cardio I do is, I mean, now different, but like for years, the only cardio I wanted to do was Stairmaster because I get bored on cardio machines and I don't like running. Like, I'm just not going to run. Like, no, I don't want to, I don't want to run outside. I don't know. It's scary.
I don't want to run anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't want to even run away from someone.
Yeah.
I would rather just like mug a mugger. Like, I'll take your shit. I will take your shit right now. I'll just start mugging back.
Yeah. Do you ever come up with scenarios in your head?
All the time.
Yeah, me too.
Especially when I'm just like by myself. I
Yeah.
just think of all these random scenarios that will probably never happen.
Yeah.
But I like to talk about them
Yeah.
because
Oh,
it'd
I
be
have
fun
a
if they
story
did.
of one that kind of did
Please.
actually happen.
Tell me.
Yeah. Jesus. So this is a fucked up story. I'm just gonna preface by saying that, like, trigger warning. I was going out with some friends for Halloween. We were in Hollywood. We were going to a nightclub. This was like 2 years ago. And my Halloween costume, I was a demon that year. And I was wearing like 8-inch platform heels that like look like devil horns on
Like
it.
those things you could just stab someone with if you needed to. Nice.
And I had like big red horns, and I had crazy like black and red eye makeup. And I mean, in heel, I'm 5'9", so in like, I think that they were like, maybe 8 inches is overstating it, but they were 6-inch platform.
It's okay.
heels.
Sometimes people overstate
So I was
inches.
like 6'2" in the heels, so I was also really, really tall, and just all red, like
Love it.
muscle,
And you're all like,
muscle mommy
yeah,
demon,
yeah.
walking down the street with my friends, but I was walking a little slower because I was wearing these big, tall, clunky shoes, and there were two guys that were like friends walking this way, passing me, and one of them was like very obviously really drunk, like his friend appeared to be carrying him, and the drunk guy, like, it all happened so fast, the drunk guy like kind of like caught very brief eye contact with me and then like launched himself into me very low, like with his arms out, like he was very drunk and falling but asking for a hug simultaneously, or like he was intentionally doing like a tackle, and I did not know which. I mean, obviously this random man is like coming toward me on the street. That's fucking terrifying. And I like kicked him while pushing him with my whole body weight and just started like fucking screaming like very, very loudly. And I don't remember what I did because all my friends just told me like afterward, like, oh my God, that was insane. But apparently I just kicked him, like, and then tried to kick him in the balls as his friend was like, like pulling him away. And I was just screaming like a banshee. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I love you.
Fuck off, you piece of fucking shit. Like,
The demon really came out.
Yeah.
I was like, that honestly, nothing like that in my life has ever happened to me. I like, you know, knock on wood, I've been very fortunate in that regard. Like, I've never just been assailed by a random person on the street, that is to say, you know, and so I've always kind of wondered in the back of my head, like, if that happened, like, what would my response be?
Well, now you
and
know.
so I was pretty, you know, it's fucked up that it happened, but I'm also like, good to know that the fight really did kick in. Like, holy shit, like.
Yeah.
You're not going down that way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I've never
my
been,
friends said that they were like, you know, obviously they heard and saw, they turned around and were like, oh my God, like, because they were literally like 3 feet in front of me. They were not far away.
Yeah.
Like, they were just walking one pace faster. But
they
they said
just hear
that,
the
you know,
explosion behind them.
they said it
like
happened
when I'm
so
walking
quick
with
that
you.
before they had a chance to like intervene, like they just watched me like scare the literal shit out of this man and his friend. And then they were like, okay, she's good. Like, she's handling that. Like,
That's awesome.
yeah, it was. I loved seeing the fear in those men's eyes.
Yeah.
That's the day that I
Seeing
I learned.
fear in the eyes is
I
is
tasted it. The fear
Yeah.
in the men's eyes.
good. Yeah. You don't
I
get
long
that.
for
You don't
it.
get that very often. I've only felt it a few times, and it feels good. I like it.
Yeah.
Little throw the Uno reverse card on him. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
I've never been like physically accosted like in person. Only physically assaulted by people I knew.
Yeah.
So you know.
Yeah,
But-
it's
so
very
I've always
uncommon.
wondered-
I mean, like statistically, you
Yeah.
know, like most of that is
Yeah.
people that you know, which does make sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, just rando dude is a rarer occurrence. I don't think objectively like rare TM, but
Yeah.
but yeah,
But more rare, harder to find.
yeah, yeah.
You all know how much I love making content, and one of the most important things for quality videos is lighting. But who wants the same old boring ring light? You can upgrade from basic to adorable at kawaiilighting.com with code TWND for 10% off. This podcast is lit by Kawaii Lighting's star-shaped ring light. There are also heart and kitty cat options to make you feel as cute as these lights look. Kawaii Lighting has many RGB options, which you'll have seen used in many of my videos and photos. Don't be basic. Stand out with Kawaii Lighting by using code TWND to save 10% and help support this wholesome pod. Let them know we sent you. But
Not as common as people think is probably the best way to put it.
yeah, that's true. I feel like more often you just get the public creep
Yeah.
versus the public attacker where
Yeah.
someone's just saying like shit that's out of pocket or like, you know, stuff like that. But
Yes.
I feel like also in this day and age, like maybe people think about it more because it's like everybody has a cell phone.
Yeah.
Like you're probably not,
Yeah.
you'll just blow up on TikTok or something and they will find you. So that's what
Yeah,
TikTok
that's
does
true.
apparently.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah, the internet loves its like, look at this crazy person in public videos.
Yeah.
That whole like theme.
Yeah.
Like the plane lady.
Yeah. Wasn't there some speculation that
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
real or something like that? Or that it was staged? I'm vibrating. I don't know who that is.
I do remember seeing something about the lady who was like that motherfucker's invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
he's not real.
So I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was like a Twitter thread I saw, and I don't even know the accuracy of it. And I don't like I would ever want to just inherently trust anything I fucking see on Twitter. But something about like mental illness related
Yeah.
is what it comes down to that I remember reading. Which is like honestly like I'm like yes I saw the video like that is
It's
absolutely unsurprising to hear.
yes.
Like, that's absolutely unsurprising. Like
Yeah. There's it's kind
have
of
either of y'all been on a plane with like a person who like
freaks out.
goes like absolutely kind of wild?
yet.
Not
Knocking on
absolutely
wood
crazy.
somewhere.
Always just like
Yeah.
the rude people. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's always shocking to me how rude some people are
Yeah.
on planes. Or like a person who isn't sitting anywhere near your vicinity but just chooses to stand during the flight.
Oh, God,
like
that's
right
the worst.
behind you.
That's the
You're like,
worst.
why are you so close? Can you
Yeah.
not just like stand next
Yeah.
to the seat that
Also,
you
the
stood
flight
up from?
attendants are supposed to tell them to not do that.
Yeah.
I would I'll be a little narc and just like press my flight attendant call button and then be like, can you tell this person to sit down? They're not allowed to stand in the aisle. I know the rules.
I know what the rules are.
I know the rules. The FAA rules. You
I
can't just stand in
listened.
the
I
aisle.
listened to the intro thing. He didn't listen. I listened.
Or if the person next to you smells like something, whatever, food, body odor, whatever
Yeah.
it is, it like clings
Any
onto
smell,
you.
honestly, if
It
it's strong
clings-
enough, is just going to be like, no, I don't want to breathe this in
Yeah.
for like hours.
Anyone who wears one of those fucking mall kiosk colognes on a flight needs to be put on a no-fly list. Like, what are you doing? You are attacking everyone on that plane.
Yeah.
Because everyone
bad.
can smell it. You can smell it in the bathroom. I bet
Yeah.
the pilots smell it in the locked cockpit. Like, it's insane. It's so wild. We were
Yeah.
standing in line, too, the other day, like, going to a comedy show. And someone just, like, walked past. Just walked past. It was, like, the briefest 5 seconds. But when I tell you that the entire line, because he walked past the whole line, smelled like him after he was gone, like walking, wading through this line, it smelled like I had been sprayed in the face by like a Walmart cologne. Like, I don't understand.
How do they make it smell so, like, how?
It's so intense.
Like, are you washing your clothes in it? Like, I
Yes.
don't understand.
Yes.
Drinking it? Is it like a mixer for you?
Yeah.
Like, what are we? How is it permeating from every pore of your body? How am I choking on? Like, what
Ew,
smell
they're-
are you trying to cover up that you have to use that? Because you're affecting my ability to breathe at that point. Like, what is happening?
Yeah.
They probably have sandy cum too.
Oh, no, you know what? They do.
They for sure have
Because
sandy
they're
cum.
dehydrated also.
Very severely.
I'm just going to say it. I'm going to call it.
Oh, speaking of dehydrated, I am not, and I have to pee, and I think we've kept you for a long time. So thank you for.
I'm going to just,
Yeah.
I want to piggyback on what we were just saying,
Please,
though, about the
yes,
strong
yes.
stuff, and just take this as an opportunity to apologize for my past misuse of Axe body spray, because I did go through a phase in high school, and I know that there's some people that I knew in high school who like to stalk me on the internet and watch my porn, and maybe they'll watch this podcast. So I just want to
Yay,
apologize
hi.
for my Axe body spray phase in junior year.
To be fair, the commercials really did sell it. It's like you could have a better life if you
It's
used
very
Axe body
funny that I
spray.
did not yet understand. I didn't have an understanding of my own bisexuality yet at that time.
You're
and
like, I
looking
want
back,
hot,
I'm
crazy
like, why
women
were my
all over me?
friends? Yeah, why were my friends like teasing me and calling me like a lumberjack lesbian? And then I have a flashback to me like with a pixie cut, wearing pretty much only flannel and Axe body spray
Yep.
in high school, and I'm like, maybe it's because you fucking were a lumberjack lesbian.
Yeah.
Like,
Girl, I feel you. I look back at how I was in high school too, and I was like, oh yeah, this tracks.
Yeah.
Like, my mom threw away this outfit I wore because it was like baggy black sweatpants and an oversized men's black Calvin Klein t-shirt, and I wore it like it was a fucking uniform.
yeah.
And she burned it one day.
No, that's
she
so
was like, I
mean.
need to. She's like, you can't wear it anymore. Like,
How
it's
dare
not.
she?
I don't know if she actually burned it. I made that part up, but she did take it away.
Oh my god.
or I didn't want to have boobs, so I covered up my nipples with Band-Aids so I wouldn't have to wear a bra.
Oh.
She was
That's
also
nice.
mad about that. So,
Nice.
but there's a lot of signs that point to why I also like women.
Yeah. I actually did chest binding for a little bit of time when I
really?
couldn't find sports. Well, literally, I had breast reduction surgery in 2016. But before, I really disliked having like a large chest when I was like, especially when I was in my like, literally in my butcher like gay girl phase, and which. I don't want to say that it was a phase because I am bi. It's just that at the time I identified like in my mind I was like, I'm a lesbian. I didn't think I was into most guys.
And people change and evolve with like their scenarios and situations.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I was like, oh, I had such dysmorphia around my boob size, and I like tried to learn how to do chest binding to make it just not really to look like I didn't have boobs, but to make my boobs look like what to me felt like a normal size.
Yeah. No, I understand. I always loved Mulan when she like turned herself into a boy.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that makes
Badass.
sense. Now she can
She is badass.
Yeah.
I always love that Make a Man Out of You song.
Yes.
Just sing that from
It's
the
on my
treetops.
workout playlist.
Hell yeah.
When I'm deadlifting. Now
You
when you
gotta
see me
put it
post
on-
like deadlift videos, I'm like,
Yo, new song for the rollerblading
Yes.
playlist.
Do you
Yes.
like rollerblading?
oh, I haven't rollerbladed for a long time. I own a
haven't
pair of
either.
roller skates, and I'm not very. It's so hard.
Yeah.
I
Skates
didn't like
are so
learn
much
on
harder
skates.
than blades.
I
I,
can
feel like
I
blades
need
are
to get
easy.
blades because I know, I'd have
you
no qualms about rollerblading.
Are
I
you
just haven't tried in a
talking
while.
about moving out this way, or because we can
Yeah.
cut that? But so
Yeah.
we should live together.
Yes.
We should content together.
I would love
we
that.
should
Oh my
rollerblade
God.
together.
Oh my God, yes. I would love a rollerblading, lifting content buddy.
I forgot like how much I loved it when I was a kid, and I just found rollerblades the other day, and I was like, I don't even know I still had these, and it was a sunny day, and I went out, and I was like a kid again, dude. I put on like my high school playlist, and I'm like, just like dance rollerblade, and like I don't
that's
give a
nice.
fuck. It felt so good.
Yeah. All right.
The Roomba says it's time to go. So.
Was that Hobart?
Yeah, it was Hobart.
Oh my God, she's so
You named your
aggressive.
Roomba Hobart?
Yeah.
That's perfect. I love that.
Oh my God, this was so fun. Can you please tell everyone where they can find your amazing ass?
Yeah, this was
And your personality.
amazing. Thank you. I love our conversation, everything about it. I'm the Siri Dahl on Twitter, the Siri Dahl again on Instagram. Also, if you want to follow my fake Christian influencer account, I mean, not
Please.
fake, it's real, at Praise Be Siri on Instagram. And you can find all of my other links, including to my NSFW content on OnlyFans and such. That's at SiriDahl.com.
Awesome. Cool. And there will be links in the description, so please go follow Siri. She's amazing.
follow her.
You're amazing. Thank you for joining us today.
You're amazing.
Thank you
You're
all.
amazing.
Yes.
You're amazing.
Please follow the podcast on Instagram and X at TWND Podcast. Please email the podcast, twndpodcast@gmail.com. Leave us a voicemail at 702-900-6446. Check out all of our sponsors in the description below, and we will see you Monday.
Come.
The Totally Wholesome Not Dirty podcast is presented by TWND Productions, created and hosted by Molly Stewart, co-hosted by Laura Contreras, and produced by David Warne.